And welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. This is Heather, and I'm hanging out with, as always, with Tony.
Hey, what's up?
And with Chris is back in the studio tonight. We have Denise also hanging out, and Nate, the Asian persuasion, our intern, is hanging out with us too. And we have some special guests also tonight. I had it pulled up because I don't want to mess up the names, and I lost it already. And I almost said Survivor Girl. You know, I'm on it tonight. So we have special guests
Wrong show,
from
Heather.
Boss Cat Productions, LRT Films, and The Way Out. We have Grandmaster Victor the Cat. Go ahead and say it. Mosson. There we go. Oh, you're a little farther away from the microphone. And his lovely granddaughters are also here tonight. Hermonie and Azaria. Did I do it right? Did I do it right? All right.
Hermione.
Hermione, sorry.
Yes.
All right, there we go. There we go. He's got it. So thank you guys for joining us. We are happy to be back in studio on this lovely Thursday night. And we're glad that you guys are joining us. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. We're going to go ahead and do a really quick ask how everybody's week's been.
Shameless plug for everything that we do.
You know, just a little quick one. But we'll keep it short because we only have them for a little while tonight.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do that after.
I
Let's
mean,
just get right into it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, we'll just get into it. All right, so thank you guys for joining us. We're happy to have you here. I've been to one of your filmings before. I think it was for 75 South. Yeah, we got to get you a little bit closer there. I know the chair is comfy, but if you sit too far back, then we can't hear you. Maybe it's... There you go. There you go.
Try that.
You need to come up just a little. There we go. Oh, I'm up. There, it's no, that's all right.
Keep talking.
We'll just do this on the fly. It's no big deal.
You got it.
There we keep talking.
We're trained professionals after 107 episodes. Or is it 106? I don't know.
We usually do mic check.
Usually.
That's usually a mic.
Usually a thing. But we're happy to have you here. I guess I'm just going to say you do films. You do all kinds of things. I guess I'll just let you go ahead and take the mic and tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
Actually, we are martial artists, and we do film. We also do instructional videos, and I have sitcoms that I've written. And right now, we're looking forward to The Way Out, which is a film I wrote back in 2017, and it's an exciting film. It's not just an action film. Some people say it's a poetic film,
Oh, cool.
and that's what it's going to be registered under in the International Movie Database.
Oh.
And right now, I'm so excited that we're under production, and I'm looking forward to giving our community, giving our city, and giving everyone else, the opportunity to see what it's really like to go inside of the mind of a martial artist, the preparation of a martial artist for a tournament, and then the life and the lifestyle that they live. It's totally different from what a lot of people project on television.
Yeah.
You have a lot of superheroes, and they start kids out early with the Ninja Turtles and all those different aspects, cartoons and stuff like that. But there are different elements and there are different lifestyles that martial arts leads. And we're going to try and explain some of that to you through the film. And the film is actually based on a true story. There are some things that are added for excitement and, other attributes. But for the most part, it's about a journey from a beginner to black belt to grand champion to world champion.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
So you guys are starting filming now, or are you going to be getting into filming that?
Oh, actually, we've already filmed
Oh,
certain
okay.
scenes. We done a teaser about 3 weeks ago, and man, it was a junkyard scene. The city has been behind me. I mean, there are certain businesses that has allowed us to come in and shoot. For one, Stars is the bus line in Saginaw.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you, Stars, for giving us, the kids and myself, an opportunity to perform and film, on the bus, travel throughout the city and do different scenes. And also for the opportunity to get the children involved. Because a lot of times when we do movies, children play a lot of extras and things of that nature. But in this type of film, you're going to go into each individual kid to see their mindset, their training, their high times, low times, sad. And it's something that I really look forward to sharing with the country and people around the world.
Oh, That's awesome. That was really cool. And now, are your granddaughters in on these films too?
Yes, Hermonie and Azaria, actually, this is probably their fourth film. They were in Red Ninja the Sisterhood, Wudan, 75 South, and they're actually starring in this film. So they're excited, and some of the things that they've done in the teaser have already actually blown people away.
That's
And I'm
awesome.
so proud of them because it takes talent, but it takes a different mindset to be a martial artist.
Oh yeah, I imagine.
Hmm.
So that's awesome. And I've seen other different things. Do you guys do? Have you done any tournaments yourself?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I've won 7 world titles in forms,
Wow.
fighting, and weapons.
No
And
kidding.
these guys have won several grand championships. And to break that part down, to win a grand championship is so very hard. I mean, you got to win first place in your division, and then there are probably like anywhere from 60 to 100 other divisions, and you have to beat everyone else at the tournament who took first place.
Yeah.
And it's something that if you win one in your lifetime, you're very fortunate. And they've won quite a few. And
Wow.
you know, I'm so
Wow.
proud of
That's
them.
awesome, girls.
That is cool.
That's awesome, girls.
I love it.
Very cool. Very
So
cool.
we're hiring you guys for security when we do our
Yes.
festivals.
Oh, that's no problem.
There we
I
go.
got my crew.
Yeah.
So they're the muscle. All right.
Yeah.
The muscle.
Come on, Nate. Step your game up, man.
And we can pay them working paper wages.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
We're all ready to pay them.
Yeah. Nate's like, no. Come on now. That's very cool. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. That is very awesome. So, on the other, where can people find these trailers for these or the movies?
Actually, you can go to lrtfilms.com, the IMBD, the International Movie Database, or you can simply look them up on YouTube.
Very cool.
You know, they're right there.
Very cool. We've got some people in chat that are tuning in, saying sounding good. Adam says coming in nice and clear, and that's Becky saying sounding good. Awesome clarity and checking in. And then Adam said, what martial arts do they practice?
Goju-Ryu, which is a hard and soft Okinawan style. Shotokan, which is a derivative of it. It originated in Okinawa, but later it moved to Japan and became its own system. They also study Hakaru Jiu-Jitsu and numerous weapons.
Wow.
I mean, these guys have put at least the last 8 to 10 years of their life, you know, dedicated to the martial arts. They know several different systems, probably around 6 to 8 different weapons. And weapons is something that a lot of martial artists don't do today because it has such tradition that you have to follow. And it's easy to make up stuff and do things on your own and create stuff like that. But, you know, with these guys, when I teach them a weapon, they have to learn how to fight with it. And if you pick up a weapon, you must be able to fight with it.
Right.
And that's one of the most important things that I try to initiate with them, because when I fight those guys, sometimes I look into their eyes, I see myself,
Right.
you know, because sometimes they don't know what I'm going to do. And their instincts, their training, they rely on it. And I know when to back up and I know when to put the pressure on them. And they've done an exceptional job enhancing and, you know, going through some of the training. Their older sister, Brittany Russell, she's a 4th Dan. She's a master.
Wow.
And I'm so proud of her. She's a national champion, international champion, multi-state champion. And, you know, we just try to keep it in the family.
That's very
and
cool.
give it to the community. The people who want to learn, come.
Yeah, that's awesome. One of the trailers that I had seen, were you actually fighting with them on the trailer?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think that may be the Wudan one when they were fighting against
yeah.
the ninja. I played the character of the ninja, and these two were walking through the trail, and the writer, producer, director, Kevin Taylor,
Yeah.
his idea was to go get him. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
So they were prepared. We do a lot of fight choreography. The fight choreography is actually hard for people who never ever done it. But since we do it often, you know, seasonally, we change up to do other types of things. But I could pick up a weapon and attack them. And then, you know, their response, it's going to be survival.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be how do I get myself out of this mess? And that's what I look forward to.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah, I seen that on there. I was like, I think that's them fighting on there. That's really cool.
That's those
Very
two.
cool. Very cool. Adam also asked, where do you guys train out of?
At the BV Community Center
Okay.
on Outer Drive in Saginaw.
All
I
right.
know right where that's at.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was gonna say you guys used to do some different training too, didn't you?
Yeah, I
before?
did a kung fu, and then I also did what was it? Good lord.
Taekwondo?
No, I.
Mm.
No,
If you could give me what year, you know, you were doing it, then I could kind of see who was around at that time.
it was probably the early '90s when I was over there. Our guy was Sensei Jim, and then we had Master Kim, who was this little short dude that would whoop Jackie Chan and Jet Li's ass just by breathing on him.
So unfortunately, I was on the West Coast at that time
Yeah.
and traveling and competing, you know,
Yeah.
on the circuit that I was doing.
Yeah.
And there have been previously before I was there was Tim Lard, Master Tim Lard.
Yep.
That was there. And also at one point, I think it was Sean Galloway teaching Taekwondo in the same facility. And currently it's me.
That's
Nice.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I tried karate. That's what it was. I tried karate, and that hurt too much. So I went to kung fu.
That's
and-
why you can't remember because
Right.
it took
Well,
a lot.
I was the punching bag. So,
And unfortunately, I've been a punching bag for like 40-some years now.
Right.
And actually, I'm still a punching bag because they get to beat on me. You know?
well, it was funny because Master Kim was be like, "You don't like getting hit? Move." And I'm like, "Oh, who knew? What original idea?"
Right.
Mhm.
Where did you train over there too, didn't you? Or around that area?
Yeah, I did Taekwondo when I was like a kid with Charlie Harvey over there, and then I got with this guy Roger Downing. Did some Jeet Kune Do, and then I took a break for like a lot of years, and I found these guys in Rochester Hills that was doing a King of the Cage circuit down there,
Yeah.
and I went there, and it was all jujitsu all day long. And all we did was
They like to
Brazilian
roll
jiu-jitsu.
around.
Well, that's what ends up is on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them end up on the ground, and if you can get the upper hand or if you can feel comfortable on the bottom, you know, I can choke somebody up from the bottom. I can
Yeah.
triangle choke somebody.
The,
Yeah.
when you start martial arts, you have to ask yourself why or what do I want from it? Because every individual is different. Someone may want to learn how to protect themselves. Some individual may want to do conditioning to stay in shape. Some may want mental toughness, spiritual toughness, or to be able to overcome certain personal things, you know. So what you put in it, you get out of it.
Yeah.
But the most important thing, what you want out of it, that's what you train for to get that part out of it. Because there are a lot of martial artists in the martial arts schools and systems that will forget about what you want.
Right.
And me as an instructor for 47 years, I've learned and adapted to because I've had students with cerebral palsy, students in wheelchairs, students that's blind, with all kind of different unfortunate, you know, incidents going on in their personal life. But the number one goal is to get everyone to black belt.
Yeah.
That journey is the same journey, but it's different from each individual. Some may learn faster, some may learn at a slower rate, some may take time off or have a family or a job that can't let them practice as much or commit themselves as much. But at the same time, you still have to ask yourself, what do I want from this?
Right.
What will I get from this? And reward yourself from it.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you have a lot of people that are training over there, or?
Yes,
Yeah.
they come and go. I mean, one day it could be 50 people. One day it could be 12. Some day it could be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But the most important thing to me is the commitment.
Yeah.
It's a journey. It's a commitment. And you look at children, if you're looking at someone from 4 years old, which we start them out, to adults, well, the kids, they don't drive cars. You know, they don't pay at the door. So the parents have to also commit along with the kids. And I find that that's one of the most difficult things in some of the communities. And I understand if you have 2 or 3 kids and you're working 1 or 2 jobs, it's very hard. But if by chance you do commit, you're going to be gratefully rewarded, you know, with the character, the discipline, which most people come to me, they say, I want you to teach my child discipline. but through discipline, it comes hard work. Then I tell them, you're going to learn more about yourself than you do about martial arts
Right.
because you have to accept it. You have to want it, no matter how bad I want it for you, mom, dad, granddad. You actually have to want it for yourself, and you will be rewarded greatly.
Absolutely.
That's very cool. Do you have drop-in classes if anybody's interested?
Yes,
Or
you can just drop in at the BB Center and come to the door, pay at the door, and just come right in.
That's cool.
It doesn't matter if you're a previous martial artist, a black belt in a different system, or someone who never ever been to a martial arts school. You can simply come in and we'll take care of you from there.
That's awesome.
How much is the fee?
It's $8 at the door. Each time you come, that's unheard of.
That is
And I've taught
Wow.
martial arts all over this country, and I've never, ever did it at that rate.
I paid more than that when Karate Kid was cool.
Right.
Like 85
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
I started with
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did it at the YMCA because I watched Karate Kid 15 times. You know, but that was my inspiration. I
Yeah.
mean, I thought,
Whatever
dude,
inspires you. I mean, whatever it may be, something that you've gone through previously. The big thing right now is bullying. So
Sure.
people
That's why I
automatically
got
think
into
that,
it.
you know, if somebody bullying you, go take martial arts. Okay, that's fine. That's good. But when you walk through that door, you have to understand this is a completely different world. You're going to learn different languages.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to talk to you in Okinawan or Japanese.
Yeah.
You're going to learn about different cultures. But like I said earlier, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, how much you can endure, how much you can persevere, and what you're willing to do or sacrifice to get to that black belt, which is the ultimate thing. And even once you get to black belt, all of those years that you trained to get that black belt is now preparing you for your actual journey.
Right.
So it's something that you really have to want. You have to be disciplined to train on your own quite a bit. I mean, you're only going to train 2-3 days a week at the dojo. So those other hours or those other days, you have to commit yourself, whether it's 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and you're going to see progress.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I love the adolescent mentality of the bullying.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm going to go take martial arts. You just wait, man. I'm going to be back in like 8 years, man.
Now, with me, it ain't going to take 8 years. It'll be probably about 8 weeks. You know what I'm saying? 8
But still,
days
yeah.
if necessary. But
Yeah.
I encourage my kids not to fight.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
encourage, no matter what, my most important thing is to let them know only use this if necessary.
Right.
Right.
Because in a sense, it's like playing with a loaded gun.
Oh,
you put a
absolutely.
gun or a bow and arrow or spit gun in somebody's face, you know, and they misuse it or misrepresent it, and then it's gonna give the whole thing a bad name or a
Yeah.
bad reputation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if
For
it's
sure.
necessary, when it's necessary, then hey, protect yourself.
How
Yeah.
extreme.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because some of the stuff I learned in the short time I was doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is
Yeah.
life altering.
Yeah.
And same thing with the
Them
kung
arms,
fu.
man.
Oh yeah,
Get that arm straight.
the
Yep.
joints,
Them joints.
the joints. I mean, we
Yeah.
point karate when you go to a tournament and
Sure.
the rules are different.
Very
I mean, you have a
sporty.
2-minute round, you have a referee and 4 judges who are calling points
Yeah.
and determining at
Sure.
the end of the 2 minutes who has the most points.
Yep.
2 minutes in a street fight is like a
That's a
lifetime.
lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's
You know,
MMA.
I
Yeah.
mean, man, listen to me.
Yeah.
You will never- if you're not in shape,
No.
or if you're not a barroom brawler, or someone who has that mentality, you know what?
You ain't gonna make
I'm
it
not
2
gonna lose
minutes.
tonight. You're not gonna make
You're
it.
not gonna make it 2 minutes.
No.
No.
So it's a different mentality, and it's hard to teach a person who's been doing point karate all their life,
Yeah.
and then they go down to the bar or the club or at the bus
Yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
and someone who never took a martial arts class in their life engage with them. It's just a matchup of different mentality
Yeah.
and fighting experience.
Karate's very sporty, very sport-like.
Well, Taekwondo is a sport.
Sure.
I'll break this term down. You karate. It's like a pair of jeans. You got Jordache jeans. You got painted on jeans. You got apple bottom jeans. That's a universal term, for all the other martial arts that are out there. So when you say karate, you're really describing like a variety of things.
Sure.
Like a bouquet. It's a variety of flowers. specifically, you got to go into what type of karate you're doing. Are you doing Shotokan karate? Are you doing Goju-ryu? Are you doing Isshin-ryu? There's so many different types of karate. And then you have Taekwondo, on the other hand, which actually is a young art. And they do a lot of the Olympic style point karate and stuff like that in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, before Taekwondo in 82, I think it was, or no, 92, became an Olympic sport. It was all about combat, protecting yourself, being mentally tough, spiritually tough, being able to persevere and endure. When they changed it to the Olympics, it became more popular, became more of a sport. And that's what people see. I mean, you're not going to go into an elevator and do all these kind of kicks. That's not going to happen. Because if I'm in a phone booth, an elevator, or a staircase, I'm trying to break something on you. I'm not trying to kick you in the head or score a point. It's so different about, the different types of martial arts you take. And you said something about Kung Fu. Kung Fu is a very old art.
That's why I got into it, because it was all about, balance and discipline and it being in harmony with everything around you.
Oh, yes.
And I walked in, I'm like, cool, I'm not going to get beat up. Well, scratch that idea.
In any type of martial arts, which is considered combat, you're going to get hit. And I tell my girls and all my other students, it's not dance, it's not basketball,
right?
It's contact.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to get hit, this is not the thing for you. Go play tennis or golf. That's no contact.
Right.
Yeah.
Bowling. That's pretty safe.
Bowling.
Bowling.
I love bowling.
I love bowling.
Me too, man. Can I get a strike?
Adam's asking, do you guys charge for gis and belts, or what is the price on that?
Yes, I'm not going to go into detail of all the prices and stuff online, but we order the uniforms. We order the uniforms when you come and join the class. No matter what system you come from, we'll give you an opportunity to work out and train with us. And if you like to come back, and if you want to join, then we'll order your uniform or sparring equipment or anything like that.
That's cool. Very cool. Now, with a lot of the filming, do you personally train everybody, or do you have people that have been already doing the martial arts all this time?
Actually, there are various martial artists some from a tournament circuit, some my personal students who I train. But a lot of times I do a lot of the fight choreography, and a lot of times some of my students, because we do so many weapons and different things, that they're already prepared to go into those scenes. And then there are other people who come, don't know anything about martial arts. We work with them, and you can't tell the difference when it's time to execute on camera. So it's for anyone and everyone.
I'm mostly curious, does my character have any fighting scenes? Because it'd be like,
hey, listen to me.
No.
Listen.
That's what I'll be.
Hey, your character has options.
Yeah.
Because your character is sassy. It's
for
like, listen to me. A girl got to get her story. And you're going to be hanging with someone who's fighting all the time.
Oh, boy.
Shihan Brittany, who plays the character of Kasani.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be engaging and seeing a lot of combat up close. And it's a little secret I got there for you. Somebody might try to put their hands on you.
Uh-oh.
But don't worry about it. You're going to take them out.
Don't touch me. Get
Oh,
back.
yeah. Don't touch me.
If she needs a stunt double, just let her.
Yeah. Oh, that would be hilarious. He's done fighting.
If someone put their hand on it, she's not going to need a stunt double, because she's going to know exactly what to
Get some
do.
free lessons.
Oh, man.
She's got this great martial art that she started. It's called the Minion, where it's all
Pretty much.
We'll bring that on the set.
Yeah.
We'll bring that on the set.
Oh, man. What have I done? What did I agree to? No, I'm just kidding.
You
Sounds
might
like a lot
want to
of fun.
start with balance with her.
No,
'cause,
that is another fun thing. I have no, I'm dizzy all the time, and that's not the hair color I'm talking about. It's not the hair color.
Keep it real.
Right.
Tell 'em the truth.
I mean, you won't have to worry about doing a lot of punches and kicking and stuff like that. Once a person put their hands on you,
Yeah.
and then you grab one of their fingers, and they'll be begging and tapping to let me go, let me go. So your character
I can make this real.
Yes, no problem at all.
All right.
No problem at all. So, like I said, people see martial arts on TV, different exciting movies and stuff like that. They like the high, flashy kicks. They like all of these jump, flying, all these techniques. But in reality, none of those things are going to work.
Just give
and
me the
what I
whooshy
do in
finger
this
hold.
film is make things real for the situation that you're going to encounter.
That's one of the things I always liked about watching Jackie Chan's movies. He used everything in his environment.
Oh, yeah.
And rarely, right. Hit somebody.
Ladders.
Hit somebody in the face with a refrigerator door.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff. Amazing.
He's exceptional. He's one of my heroes. And
super fun. Steven Seagal, he was one of my favorites. I love even his new movies where he's like old and fat.
Don't care.
Get out of here. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, do you have the Po from Kung Fu Panda style?
The whooshy finger hold. I want to learn that one.
No, but I can tell you this. If someone put their hand on her in this film, we're going to make sure that one finger technique is shown. That's without a doubt.
Adam says she-hawking.
You're going to have someone either tapping or begging to let me go.
Sounds like a thing I can get behind. Sounds good.
Right.
Awesome. So if you have, do you have people that are you looking for other people to be acting in the films or?
Yes, I am. I'm looking for martial artists. I'm looking for just regular, ordinary people to play different things, whether it's a judge, referee. Let me back this up. If you really want an opportunity to see what goes on behind, the scenes in martial arts, this is one of the movies that you should actually get into. Whether you're a timekeeper at the tournament, because we will have tournaments, we will have mock tournaments where we set everything up. So we're going to need people to play timekeepers, score people, judges, and other competitors as well. And so, there's no limit to what we can do.
Now, do you guys do like an open casting call for stuff like this, or?
Yes, well, we have the open casting.
Okay.
And like I said, if you want to come in, it's open to everyone and anyone.
Awesome. That's really cool.
All ages.
I know a guy who has a sound studio, so
Oh, jeez.
you want to do some film
He's
score
gonna put
stuff?
this out there again.
In case you forgot.
I mean,
case you
I can
forgot.
put in a good word for you. I don't know. I mean,
You've done acting before.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could all go on this journey.
Everybody in here,
You know.
welcome to come.
I'll do
everybody,
it.
everybody.
I would totally do it.
Listen
Oh my
to
God,
me.
yes.
It will be fun. Because you got to understand, you don't know what you're capable of doing until someone shows you.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the part that's more interesting and intriguing. You're like, I never thought I could do that. And there are people who never had a martial arts class or act or did anything, on their own. And when they come to rehearsals and when they come to, actually film, they overwhelm themselves, by what they accomplished. And I'm pleased with it because I can see a person go from 0 to 100 in a couple hours, and that makes me feel good.
That's very cool. Becky's saying that I'm not allowed to use the one finger thing on my co-host. Man, taking the fun.
Yeah, it was funny because I used to date girls who were thespians in high school, so they'd get me involved in all these plays and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to do all this crap. I want to do life. She's like, come on, just try out. Well, it was like 7 Brides for 7 Brothers or some goofy thing like that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
It was a Western.
Right.
I love Westerns. I'm into Westerns.
Yeah, exactly. So I got one of the parts, and of course we're goofing off backstage. So I put on the cowboy hat, and I had the guns, and I come walking out where they're still setting stuff up.
Wow.
Doing the whole Clint Eastwood thing. I'm like, come at me.
I envy you. I want to be in a Western so bad.
I'll have to write one.
That is
Just do
cool.
it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is so
Write a
cool.
Western, man.
Exactly.
Nothing stopping you.
And you got to do the classic spaghetti Western.
Hey, if I can get it that way, I would.
Get it to where it
To me, the
speeds the
difference
film
is
up
the
and
way the
stuff.
gun sound.
Yeah.
It's like the sound of the gun in our westerns. It's a different kind of echo. Well, what kind of gun is he shooting? I mean, it looks like a Colt 45, but it sounds like something different. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Think like Back to the Future 3 meets like Django Unchained.
Man.
Gotta work on that one.
That's
Exactly.
a big one.
Jeff's joining in tonight. He says very wise, enjoyable tonight. Thanks, Jeff. Good, you're happy that you're joining us tonight. Lots of stuff going on in chat. We're happy that you guys are joining us. So, trying Trying to think. How do people get in touch with you or find LRT or?
Actually, you can go to lrtfilms.com. My email address is catman, CATTMAANN @yahoo.com. You can reach me that way, or you can go to Victor Mosson on the celebrity page, and you can find me that way.
Very
But
cool.
most definitely, if you're interested, serious inquirers only.
Yeah.
But reach out and we'll do something for you, or we'll do something with you.
Awesome. That's very cool. So I know we only have you till 8:30 and or a little bit after. We're at
We can keep
8:31.
pushing.
All right, awesome. I like that. I like that.
Oh,
We like to
yeah.
keep our guests. Yeah. Very
But
cool.
actually, what I would like for you to do, my granddaughters, they have a lot of things that they probably would like to say. So
yeah, for sure.
give them
Yeah,
an opportunity.
grab that
to do it.
that other mic right there.
Yeah.
Let them have it.
Yeah,
Let them
absolutely.
have it. Give it to them.
Awesome. We're gonna go ahead and set that up here really quick, and yeah. Hopefully we get that going. Nate's quick on the fly like that.
He quick like ninja.
Nate does a really good job for us. We are very proud of him and happy to have him on as our intern. And he also does the production for Survivor Girl podcast too. So he's in the seat as the engineer.
He's the engineer.
Engineer, and you do the production out of here. So
I'm the executive producer.
yeah. So,
I've,
oh, we gotta
before
get
I moved back
there.
here,
We go.
I had my own television show in Oregon, in Oregon and Northern
cool.
California.
Fix that mic.
It was
Nate.
called Any Place at Any Time. And I actually understand what you guys go through to prepare for something like this.
A
And
lot behind the scenes.
you know, it's a lot of work behind the scenes.
A lot of people
Preparation.
don't realize how much stuff goes on behind the scenes and all the work that goes into it and everything.
Yes.
But it's a lot of fun, and like we do, like you do, we like to be able to give people opportunities and just bring different people in to talk about what they're doing to kind of share with everybody. And I think it's one of my favorite things about what we do on the show. So
Oh yeah.
it's very
I
cool.
mean, giving back is something that I came back to this area for. I mean, some of the people who inspired me left me with a lot of talent, a lot of things to hand down. And I can tell you, it's very difficult when there is no inspiration in your neighborhood or your household, your community or your city, and you find yourself trying to reach your goals, reach your
Yeah.
dreams, and you have no way out. And that's basically what the movie is about. I mean, martial artists are very, very gifted, and many are called, but very few are chosen.
Right.
Because to accomplish a black belt, it is such a hard journey that, it's discouraging for some people because they don't think that they can do it.
Yeah.
But you have to take it day after day, week after week, hour after hour, month after month, year after year. And when you look back at your journey, you can actually like, wow, I did this. I mean, some of the people who never thought they could accomplish it, when they do it, it's such, for me, it's a rush to see them actually receive that black belt, or actually to receive any belt, white belt, yellow belt, green belt along the way, because you come in with zero experience. You come in with nothing. And 6 months later, you're understanding Japanese or Okinawan language or Chinese language or Korean language. 1 year later, you're speaking the language and counting in that language. And then you're looking at your conditioning mentally, physically, spiritually. You can look back at that short time and see how far you've come. And you use that to inspire you to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be tough days. I mean, everyone is not like me. I wake up, I breathe martial arts. I love martial arts. For 47 years, I've been married to martial arts. It's like, hey, that's all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I live for.
Oh, we got some people in chat. Sasha says, hello, everyone. Very nice change up with guests. The girls are adorable.
Thank you.
Becky says, hello, Sasha. Hope you're feeling better. And Roxanne says, excited to hear from these young ladies. Upbeat message tonight. So everybody's really
Thank
liking
you so
this.
very much.
Yeah. Let's hear what
Yeah,
you
go
guys
ahead
got
and
to
tell,
say.
tell us a
Chime
little
in.
bit. He's talked about us. He's glowing over here because he's a proud grandpa. So, yeah, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
So my name is Hermione, and I'm a junior in high school. I like writing books. I play as Kari in The Way Out. She's quiet, an author. Silent but deadly.
Nice.
Silent but deadly. That's actually more of her personality. Silent but deadly.
Yeah.
And she's actually sisters with Kayla, who's right here.
Yeah. And you guys are sisters in real life as well.
Yes.
It's very cool. Very cool. So tell us a little bit about you.
I'm Azaria, 8th grade in middle school. My character is Kayla. She is a prankster, a jokester. She is sassy and fierce.
Yeah. They're going to put you in there a little bit. Sorry.
She likes to make jokes a lot.
Yeah. Is she anything like you? You make a lot of jokes too. Yeah. That's cool. Very cool.
When I wrote this script back in 2017, we had just finished a couple other films, and I just kind of decided to give them an opportunity. Well, they've grown since then. I mean, they were a lot shorter.
Yeah.
But I decided to give them an opportunity not to just show their martial arts skills, but to show them that they're capable of acting, fighting, school. I mean, those goals and dreams that you desire and that you want, you can actually do it. And I just want to push them forward no matter what it is. I mean, I'm so very proud of them. They're National Honor Society students, and
Awesome.
I don't know what else to say about how proud I am of them outside of martial arts, because they're champions. I mean, they're straight Bushido warriors. And this one, Azaria, what is it? Kayla. Her character, how I wrote her character build up is that she's small things. I mean, big things come in small packages.
Yeah.
And obviously she ain't small no more. She's grown since then. But her personality in the dojo, her personality around the house and at school, I mean, she's grown to be independent, but at the same time, she has older sisters and everybody always telling her, do it this way, do it that way.
Right.
I'm telling her to do it my way. And she's become such an individual and starting to make mature decisions under pressure. So it complements her character. And she is a prankster.
Yeah.
That's the truth. She is a prankster.
Oh, look at that face.
Hermonie, she
love that.
is one of the, she keep a lot of things inside. She's the kind of person, she's going to be humble. She's going to be nice. But when she's in the ring, she's a total different person.
Yeah.
When she's upset, obviously, she's a totally different person. But she's more of a leader.
Yeah.
And that's why her character is really kind of stands out, because outside of myself and Kasani, she's the one that when everybody else is looking this way, me and her are looking at each other like, what's going on? What we going to do? And she's a great actress, and she's a great martial artist, the both of them.
Very cool. Do you guys enjoy acting in these films? How does everybody feel about it at school? Do you guys talk about it, or
Nope.
you don't
They
tell
don't
anybody?
know.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows, huh?
Until they watch the movie.
Until they do, yeah.
See, that's how I do it. I don't tell anybody anything, and it's like, oh yeah, there's a film out.
Yeah.
Go ahead, check it out.
Yeah, nobody knows, and I just am like, oh, he's in some films, That's
Yeah,
cool.
They have the type of personality. Well, you guys go ahead. Don't worry about us. But when it comes to being in that moment, you should see them, because they just light up.
Yeah.
Because they're so calm and collected right now.
They are.
But when it's time to make a move, or when it's time to throw down, they become totally different people. And it takes that, because I tell all of my students, when you get into that ring, you have to be out of character. I mean, you can't just be Azaria or Hermonie or Cat. You got to be Catman, Super Azaria, or Super Hermonie, because it's going to take that effort to get to that next level. And so when I wrote this film, like I said, a lot of it is true. Some of the things that they've gone through, some of the things that I've gone through. Brittany, who plays Kasani, it's actually something that's fun for us, because nobody really knows what's going to happen until the end.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that, because I've been a musician for a long time. And the minute you hit the stage, everything totally changes.
Yes.
If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. But being a professional, you push through all of
Yes.
that. And you never know how the show is going to go,
Mm-hmm.
but you just do it. And I mean, it's so much fun, because there's just such this great energy. I mean, you put a guitar in my hand, the whole rest of the world goes away.
See, You can't beat it.
Right.
You can't beat it. I mean, you're so in tune to what you're doing, and you're trained to block out the distractions.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And there's nothing like being one, whether it's with your music
Yep.
or with your weapon or whatever it may be, gardening or whatever
Yeah.
fulfills your heart. And it's nothing like being one with that.
There's been so many times through the course of my life and my careers and what have you that nothing else has made sense except for music
Mhm.
or, whatever it was that I was attempting to learn at that point in time and discipline myself so I could tune out all the distractions. But it's predominantly been music because you go to that and that's like, your fail safe. Everything else will go to the wayside, but this one thing recenters me.
Yes.
That's awesome. What is one of your guys' favorite things or favorite characters that you've had to play?
Kari.
Kari's
right
your
now.
favorite? This one right now too? Yeah. Two of your favorite?
So do you guys have like karate sister fights at home? Just imagine
She's
the
thinking
sibling
about it
brawls
now.
would
I'm
be
just kidding.
awful.
Yeah. Oh, that would be some
Like the
choreographed.
Matrix.
Hey,
See a
Mom, I'm not
television
gonna
come
play
flying
that.
through the window.
Yeah, no.
I mean, they're
Pillow
pretty
fights?
close.
Safer.
Pillow fights.
Yes.
Y'all gotta go. Oh, see, they didn't include me on none of that stuff. Can I get a
Safe.
pillow fight sometime?
What
They're
is
so
one?
humble. I mean, their humility is just overwhelming.
Yeah.
You
And
know, it's so overwhelming.
is that part with training, you think, with all the stuff that you guys have trained?
Yes, I mean, a certain percentage of it comes from martial arts, but the way they're raised, I mean, their mom, their dad, their grandmom, and it's a family thing.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us are close. All of us have certain expectations for them, and we all want them to succeed at whatever endeavor it may be. But at the end of the day, it's what they want,
Yeah.
and we're going to continue to support them, be beside them or behind them or in front of them or whatever it takes to get them to where they want to go.
Yeah. And we have Becky asking, who do you look for inspiration?
My mom, my dad, Victor or Koshi, my grandma, just everybody I know.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
Very cool. What about you? No. Aw. That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. So how do you guys, with your training and everything, how do you guys stay on the National Honor Society and do all of the training? Is it just the discipline that you guys have with your training, you feel?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Aw. You guys are so cute.
Hey,
So cute.
listen, if I had the dedication that they have academically, I could have been a Wolverine,
Yeah.
go blue.
Yeah.
But it was different, graduating from high school, 1982, Saginaw High School. Things were so different, the ACT tests and all the different scores were different. And actually, I think they have it so much harder than we do when it comes to school and stuff
Sure.
like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I look at them, we carried our books maybe in one hand,
Yeah.
but they got a backpack from the back of their head down to their butt
Mhm.
with books and stuff like that. So I look at them and I commend them on what they're doing because it's so much harder.
Yeah.
What is
So
one of your
much.
guys' favorite subjects?
English.
English is yours. What about you? Put you on the spot.
For me, it was lunch.
Lunch? Is that what she just
Hey,
said? That's what
me
she
and
just
you.
said.
That's
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
And you do writing. You said you write books?
yes.
Have you
a
had
lot.
anything published?
No.
Working towards it?
Yes.
Very cool.
Very much.
What kind of books do you write?
Mostly fantasy. I'm writing one on a zombie outbreak. It just came out of nowhere one day, and I was like, I'm about to write this.
Very cool. Do you ever get discouraged while you're doing writing? Do you ever get blocks?
I take breaks just to
Yeah.
get more inspiration, and when I do, I can't. Sometimes I end up staying up to like 12 at night.
Wow.
Forgetting the time. So,
And I was worried about keeping you guys out too late. I'm like, oh, you guys gotta go at some time. I'm glad to have you guys here. It's awesome. Yeah, just keep doing that. Keep inspired. Does he inspire you with the writing? Do you guys do you talk with him about that and try to see, like, look
yes,
over your work and
because he
stuff?
said whenever I finish it, he might find someone to publish it.
Very
Oh, yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I mean, I never wrote books or written books or had a desire to write it's always been in the back of my mind, even as an adult.
Mhm.
But when I look at those two, they just writing, what are you doing? We got a different story today, a different one. It would have took me at least a week or more just to go through that thought process. And she's coming to me, Kadoshi, I wrote another story. Kadoshi, check this one out. And so it's like, when you're ready, that one that you want published, we're going to work towards it, and we're going to make sure it happens.
That's awesome. What about you? Do you write too?
I will draw.
You draw. All right. What kind of stuff do you draw? Do you like characters or comics or anything? Characters. Very cool. I was very good at stick figures. You're probably way above that.
I'm gonna say that's why I became a musician, because I couldn't read. So.
Oh gosh. I joined the band and I had to write all of my like letters and my notes because I didn't know what it was, and then my band teacher busted me. You don't write in red for one.
I figured if I could count to 4, the rest of the world would be easy. So.
Oh jeez.
My writing was like chicken scratch, so I had red writing all over my paper.
Yeah.
But to say something, to piggyback off what you guys were just saying, and to relate it to martial arts, let's go back to the samurai era. You know, everybody's familiar with the samurai. During that era, in movies, they only depict, you know, them fighting, using swords, whirling swords, and, you know, evading different territories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in actuality, they were lawyers, politicians, doctors, artists, musicians, et cetera, et cetera. So those are the things, like you say.
Yeah.
You do music, you have your art form, and it's still an art form. And that's why it's martial arts. It doesn't have to be about the physical combat.
Yeah.
But there are so many other attributes that are offered in martial arts. And I just want to spread that part of it so that people can look away from just the punching and the kicking. The punching and kicking is only 20-25%. It's the physical exercise of it.
Yeah.
Everything else is in here and in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when you look at your lifestyle and the things that you do, the things that you enjoy, you're still considered artists. And I got to share that.
That's really cool, because that was one of the things that myself, Heather, and Becky, who's listening in, we've been wanting to do the whole life coaching thing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, let's do it. How do we do that? And Heather chimes in and she's like, cool, I got this link and it's this online university. So I hurry up and busted through like the first master certification for it, and they're still doing it.
I'm still like, you know, kicking rocks and stuff. I'm like, I'm on my way, guys.
That would be me.
I'll get there. I wasn't studious in school, so I'm working through it though.
Well, and it's funny too, because I'm one of those people where I've never done well with the whole 9 to 5 thing. Mm-hmm. I work at my own pace. Sometimes I'll stay up for a couple of days to bust something out and get it rolling around in here, so I'm going down the right trajectory. And it's so funny because I think it took me like 2 weeks to go through the first series of classes, and they go, "How you doing?" I'm almost done.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going, he's like, how are you doing? I'm like, I've gotten through 3. Wow. I'm not going to tell you 3 chapters or 3
minutes,
little sections, but I've gotten through 3. So
hey, everybody has their own pace.
Well, and
as long as you get to that goal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're all absolutely psychotic because we do 15 million different things at once because, you know, we're driven. We do the podcast, we do the studio stuff, we're in bands, we have festivals and events and all kinds of stuff. And, you know,
Jobs.
Oh,
like
networking
grumps
with
there.
people like yourself that are, you know, in a very cool niche environment that does just all kinds of really cool stuff like film. And I mean, obviously the martial arts stuff, which I'm completely fascinated with, because I'm like, you know, Fat Kid Yoga is working, but I need to do something more.
Yeah, we all do. I mean, I was on vacation for 10 days, and in a whole year, I didn't eat as much as I did when I was on the West Coast.
That happens.
A whole year.
That happens.
You know, but it was different foods, exciting foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a chance to go to Seattle, and I went to Bruce Lee's museum.
Nice.
Wow.
I had an opportunity, again, when I'm always on the West Coast, I would go visit his grave. And I went to his grave this time and actually had a special encounter with one of his childhood friends who actually explained things to me about Bruce Lee before he was even known.
Yeah.
He probably was like in elementary or junior high school
Oh,
after
wow.
he first came here.
Wow.
And this guy actually still takes care of his grave. And when I was there, he was wiping his grave off and talking to other tourists that were coming up. And they were looking at me like, I'm like, I ain't no tourist. So, this my man right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just been a long time since I've been back to visit, but guess who's back?
Yeah.
And with that said, he was such an inspiration as far as martial artists. That's what people know him by. But think about the other ways that he inspired the world.
Yeah.
Because he had so much things he had to persevere through
Mhm.
to even get a role in a movie, to even get to America. So his life before he made movies and stuff like that wasn't any different from any one of ours. I mean,
Yeah.
a different culture,
Right.
a different, country and stuff like that. But there were things that he had to persevere through, whether it was discrimination or lack of funding or, nobody believed in what he was doing at that time. So I commend him. I'm going to continue to be grateful. And one of the most important awards that I've ever won, I've won 7 world titles in
Wow.
forms, fighting, and weapons. The most important reward that I got, I won 3 world titles in 2004. And at that tournament, it was the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. And Bruce Lee's wife, Linda Caldwell Lee, and his daughter, Shannon, they presented me with this letter and said, I'm trying to get emotional. Let me calm down. Yeah. I mean, this is, oh, man. Let me get it together. Basically, you have the spirit of the dragon.
Yeah.
Congratulations on winning your world titles. Continue to exemplify the way of the dragon, the spirit of the dragon, and share it with other people in your journey. Those 2 letters, I mean, still to this day, are some of the most valuable things that I've ever won, whether it's in competition, in martial arts, or football, or track, or anything like that.
Yeah.
And when I went to his museum, it brought all of those things back, to reality, to perspective. When someone's no longer there, it seems like you appreciate them more.
Yeah.
So let's appreciate each other while
Absolutely.
we're here. And,
Absolutely.
I like that
that's my
message.
take on Bruce Lee. He was such an inspiration for me and the world. Not
Yeah.
just, he was one of the greatest athletes, whether it's basketball, football, or
Yeah.
wrestling. The way he conditioned his mind, his body, and his spirit, and the way he carried himself with such humility, that inspired other guys like Muhammad Ali and
Yeah.
other athletes and stuff like that. And so I'm grateful for that opportunity to witness some of the things that he did. His son Brandon, which is buried right next to him, in I think it was 92, 93, when he got killed on the set, I was actually going to audition for a movie to be with him, that Second Crow movie.
Yeah.
And when I came home from that tournament, it was all in the news that he died.
Yeah.
I was crushed. At first, I didn't know what I was crushed more because now I can't be in no movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was going to be in a movie with Brandon Lee, but it hurt me more to find out Bruce Lee's son is gone.
Yeah.
It's nothing else or no more. There's no more of that,
Yeah.
part of it. So I'm grateful for the things that, he left us, not just martial artists, but us
Yeah.
as a society and people in this world.
Wow, we've got some people in chat that Sasha says, I'd like to say, I hope you guys come back again. They'd like to see you back on the show again.
Thank you very much.
And Becky says that is amazing from what you were saying about Bruce Lee and everything, and that Sasha agrees with Becky. So very
Thank
cool, very
Yeah,
inspiring,
we-
very inspiring message, though.
Absolutely. So will you guys come back on the show? When,
Oh, yes, we will.
Cool.
We will come back.
Yeah, social moves. Yeah, that would be awesome. Very, very cool. We are so glad to have you guys here. That is very inspiring.
Yeah.
Thank
Very
you.
inspiring. And you guys are super inspiring too. Sorry you're gonna need to talk a whole lot, but next time when you come on, we'll put you on the mic first. Sound good?
Don't get under the pressure.
We'll get you on the mic first, and we'll talk a little bit more about you.
Before we go, I was actually serious about if any of you guys want to come on and be an extra. Or
I
be
would
a part of it.
absolutely love
Hey,
to.
listen, just give me your information. Or Heather, we're gonna be
Yeah.
in touch
Yeah.
because
Yeah, for
she
sure.
she has a character of Constance, a news reporter. Her character build up, before I go, is she actually witness me winning something that's called a sweep. In martial arts term, the sweep is when you win sparring or fighting, weapons and forms, and you
Nice.
do it at certain consecutive tournaments in a row.
Of course.
We call that a sweep. And in the character in the movie film, she witnessed in 2013 me winning the sweep. That character actually went on to have a successful talk show, and as the movie goes on, she's going to have the opportunity to do something really big and really special. I'm not going to say it all on film right now, but her character is one of the main ingredients, and I'm so happy that it's you
I didn't
playing this
know.
part. Oh yeah,
I didn't know that. Thank you.
yes.
I'm learning this too. That's
I
exciting.
got you. I got you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited to join you guys in this production and everything, and I hope that you guys will come too, because that would be very cool.
Come on.
Carpool. Let's do this. That'd be awesome. Then we can see you guys do, all of this stuff. Just see behind the scenes, and then when we're on set, I'd asked him if we could do like, hey, we're on set here today, and kind of put it out there and promote you guys and promote the film. And
All right, we're going to be shooting in Saginaw September 28th, and I'll give you more of the information.
Okay.
Right now, before the weather changes, we're trying to do the outdoor scenes so that, everything before it starts to rain, snow, and sleet, we have all the outdoor scenes, and you guys are welcome to come down and participate or just watch and have some fun.
I'd love
I'm
that.
going to be
Definitely keep you
downstate
posted.
doing pre-production.
Yeah.
On the 28th?
Yes.
Don't worry, we're going to be shooting probably until the spring.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
there are 58 scenes in this film, and we're still continuing to chop it up. And I'd like to give a shout out to Kevin Taylor.
Yeah.
He's a great person, a great friend. He's given not just myself, my girls and my granddaughters, so many people opportunity to reach their goals and dreams as an actor or actress. And LRT Films is for real.
Yeah.
It's
That's
for
awesome.
real.
I got to meet him when you guys were filming
75 South.
Yeah, 75 South, and he's really nice, humble
Oh, yeah.
man, and
Humble.
very good with directions and everything too.
Yes.
It was really cool to see that, and I was like, oh, this is really neat to step in and watch, behind the scenes. Wasn't part of that at all. Just went down with Leon for support, and
Actually,
it was cool.
Leon is going to play the character of Tuck if he's not busy. Now, I understand he has a job that things that he has to do with his daughter and stuff like that. But he did such a great job in 75 South playing two characters.
Yeah.
I said, I got to have you, baby. I got to have you.
That's awesome.
But
Leon
thank you
is
guys so-
incredibly talented.
Oh, yes, he is.
Very
I
much
agree.
so. Very
I
much.
do agree.
Yeah, we're looking. I'm looking forward to being a part. Thank you.
You
Thank
got
you.
it.
We all are. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
guys, let's do
You
this.
too?
Yeah.
Come on in, baby. I got you.
He'll be the token Asian guy.
No, hey, you come down. You just going to be yourself. Whatever talent you want to display, we're going to put it out there. If you just want to be the laid-back, cool guy just looking like you, I got you.
I got that down. Becky said, "Go Heather, get on with your bad self."
Yes.
I felt like it fit in there. Like, yeah.
Right?
All right.
Well,
Well,
thank you. Congratulations for what you have going on.
Thank you.
And I hope you continue to inspire so many people, in which you guys have inspired us today. You said something about girls who survived.
Survivor Girl podcast.
Survivor
yeah.
Girls. I'm going to tune into one of those shows
Awesome.
and
We got one coming up Sunday. We go on at 6 p.m. You can always go back and watch or listen to the episodes. They are archived. But she's going to be joining us. Candy's going to be joining us from 6 Degrees Truth Serum.
okay.
So that'll be a really good episode. Like I said, we've got, I think, 23 out there right now, 24. And we'd love to have you guys tune in. And
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I that's something that I want to tune into. And, early in my life, I got hit by a drunk driver, and I probably wouldn't be here now if I'd have gave up and listened to people saying, you washed up, or you can't do this and you can't do that.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about that type of stuff,
yeah,
I am with you.
thanks. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was sharing a little bit before the show about Becky and myself, our stories, and
Yes.
I'm glad that I was able to talk with you guys about that, and we're looking forward to having you tune in. So
Okay. Thank you
Awesome.
guys so very much.
thank you for joining us. So we're gonna keep on going with the show. We got till about 9:30, but we're so happy that you guys have been here and joined us. We
Yeah,
hope to
thank
have you
for coming
back.
out to the
Oh, yeah.
show.
I know we don't want to
back.
keep you up too late. You got writing to do right before midnight. All right, thank you guys so much for
Okay.
joining us.
Have a safe trip home.
All right,
And
we will.
I'll get in
Thank you.
touch. We'll get in touch with you.
Okay,
All
Heather.
right.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. So,
Man, that was so fun.
so we're gonna continue going with the show, you guys. We're glad that you guys are still sticking around and everything. I guess we might just go get into our how our week's been. Like, how have you been?
I've been doing all right. How about you, Chris? How you been doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Great meeting you, man.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thanks, girls. That was awesome. Yes. But
So
I know.
yeah, week was good.
Very, very inspiring.
Pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Working.
Yeah.
That guy was cool. We can have them back all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
bring them
really,
back.
really like having them on a lot. That was really cool. Met them going with Leon to one of their fillings, and I was just like, oh, hey, he introduced us as we do. Don't make this weird.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's like, why don't we have them
Thank
on?
you.
Have them on sometime to promote and everything. I'm like, yeah, okay, we can do that. So awesome.
Super fun.
So we'll get into the weeks now and kind of talk about what we've been up to.
It's
What are we gonna
Yeah.
do with this guy?
We got some crazy stuff happening in
he
the
fell and
studio.
broke his urethra.
Oh, yikes.
Now it's squirting milk.
You liked it and you know it. My week has been crazy. As you know, your co-host Becky
Yes.
has had some personal stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I've been the chauffeur,
You have,
Or
and it's
they-
been awesome of you to do that and check in on her and stuff.
as you I think stated was the sulfur.
The sulfur. Thank you, talk to text. Apparently, I don't know how to talk, so it's, sulfur instead of chauffeur.
Right.
I'm with you.
Okay, so sometimes when I can't spell things, I just like pop it up and I'm like, hey, tell
So-
me how to spell this.
It's been great. Becky got to ride in a nice Cadillac around the appointment place where we went. I don't remember the name of it, but
All proper.
yeah, exactly. And Becky, I'm like, so I got your caddy. What are you gonna do with it? And so we're cruising around, and she was making fun of me because I didn't back into the elevator. I just like muscled the.
Oh, jeez.
She's like, this would be easier if you backed into the elevator.
Right?
I'm like, shut up! Don't judge me.
I had
So-
that happen with my aunt when I
She-
was leaving Ann Arbor, and the elevator kept on like closing really
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
So she'd almost run me into the damn door. So she'd back up, and then I'm like, okay, we got to get this. This is like the 5th time. Like, we can do this. I know we can do this.
Right.
So I feel your pain, Becky. I feel your pain.
So yeah, she's been having fun, and of course, Cupid, her meathead dog,
Yeah.
likes to bark at me when I let him out, and he wants nothing to do with actually taking care of his business.
Of course not.
He just sits there in the yard and barks at me, tell me to go get the stick, and he's like, "Fuck." I'm like, is that a bark, or are you legitimately saying fuck?
He doesn't want to listen to you. He's tired of your shit.
You're right.
What kind of dog?
It's Pit.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
stubborn.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
Got a
meathead.
lot of them.
He'll lick you to death, but he's a meathead.
Becky said that she thinks they didn't want to leave. I don't think they did either.
No,
That was
no,
fun.
They
That
didn't.
was very cool. I didn't know at first when they came on that they were gonna have to leave so soon, but I should have known because the girls are in school. But,
Yeah, well,
but So
I
what
did
about
good
you?
with my filter.
I was gonna ask you. Yeah, you did.
Good.
Very good. But it was like a different kind of inspiration and everything. It was just, it was
I
interesting.
can behave. See,
You can. I know. I
I be an
know.
altar boy.
How's your week been?
Good? Good work. I had today off, and then I have Saturday and Sunday off.
Dude,
Wow.
we should totally hang out again.
So that's super exciting. Yeah, get a hold of me.
Speaking of that, I went to Chris's brother's restaurant. Was
Oh,
it
yeah.
Crossroads?
Crossroads, yeah.
Really?
I'm telling you, the burger there, amazing.
This is in Bay City.
Yeah.
Right down the street from my house, like 30
Nice.
seconds.
Oh, it was great. He's like, dude, so you want to go here? You want to go here? And I'm like, dude, I'm always in to go to a mom and pop diner.
Yeah.
So
Good burger.
he smashed some food. I smashed this amazing burger with the French fries because like they're the legit mom and pop French fries.
Oh,
Right.
They're not like the
Comes in a
little-
brown bag.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, it's
that-
amazing.
They're really good.
Uh-oh.
We always eat breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty awesome. I got to meet his brother, and you know, it's funny because I'm looking at Chris, I'm looking at his brother, I'm looking at Chris, looking at his brother. I'm like, how are you guys related, man? Because y'all look nothing alike.
I have 6 brothers.
Oh,
and
wow.
5 sisters.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
So
lot.
yeah, it was pretty cool
lot
meeting
going on.
his brother, and you know, just he made a hell of a burger. So shout out to Chris's brother. Thank you for the
Yeah,
amazing food.
Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Yeah.
In Big City there. Awesome.
And I got to play Chris's guitar. So that thing, oh my God, it plays like butter. And the coolest part is Chris is like, dude, check out this TV.
Oh yeah. I gave him a 3D TV tour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Don't ever try that with me because I'll be throwing up in your
Oh,
house.
no.
Oh my
See,
God, it's so cool. It's
Yeah.
here's the cool part about it. So he gives me these glasses and I put them over mine and he puts on the intro to Aquaman.
Okay.
I'm tripping
I bet.
at just the logo because it like comes out of the screen. I'm like, holy shit, this is real.
the Warner
awesome.
Brothers shield
yeah,
thing.
the Warner
Yeah.
Brothers
That's
shield.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it was cool. That's cool TV.
That's
Definitely
awesome. You guys
cool.
got to hang out.
Oh yeah, it was great. And you know, that's the cool part about it. He lives in a great neighborhood. You know, just got this great house, just really cool, peaceful neighborhood. There's not too many assholes
Dead
running
End
around there.
Street.
Yeah.
That's
Right
cool.
by the mall. I mean, I'm a minute from the mall.
Yeah,
Walmart,
yeah.
all that. It's
That's
like a minute.
nice. That's
But
cool.
it's like quiet, like at night.
Yeah.
I got a super deep backyard.
Yeah.
You throw a bonfire up at night, man, and you feel like you're on a campground. You feel like you're far away.
That's cool.
Cool.
And I got to meet your puppies,
Yes.
which was funny because Greta was like,
She's an idiot.
But you love her.
I do, and she's in heat right now, but I like her a lot.
Did you see the famous cat? Is the cat still hanging out? I posted him. I did.
Yes,
I
we
tried
got
to
this
share.
damn cat.
That orange cat looks just like my cousin's. I was like, this looks like Peterson, because that's what she named it. They have the same swirls and everything. Yeah.
So
Although-
I gotta get a cat door and do that job up.
there was a mouse that ran underneath the lawnmower or
know,
whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And the cat's just like,
Eh.
Lousy.
eh.
Her cat, the Jazz, the black one.
Oh,
a serial killer. I can't believe that mouse is even alive.
when we were sitting and watching your television,
Yeah.
and you're like, what the hell is that? Through the screen. It's like, you better watch it. Jad's going to fuck you up through this screen.
wow.
Yeah, Jazz ain't fucking around. She'll draw blood.
Oh man.
So, yeah, it was really cool to go hang out at Chris's place for
cool.
a minute, you know, do some lunch. And we talked, you know, a little bit of shop about stuff. So
Yeah.
Good.
we're working on a lot of the behind the scenes stuff.
Vision's there. We
Yeah.
have vision.
I love it.
Absolutely.
That's
Had a
awesome.
dream.
Very
So-
cool.
Had a dream.
Let's make it a reality, guys.
That's right.
Awesome.
So yeah, how's your week been, Heather?
It's been really good. I set up for that sale last week. I got rid of a lot of stuff. I did not sell a lot of stuff, but I got rid of a lot of
Just
stuff.
fucking take it.
Now, not very many people stopped in, so I was just like, you know what? It's not going back in the house. So Adam was lovely and put it in my car. Some in boxes, some just placed in there with just, you know, stuff everywhere. So that was fun. I was like, oh, I can't take this. I need to get rid of this stuff. I can't do it. So I donated it, got rid of it. Just didn't want it back in the house.
Yeah.
You know, there's just some things I'm just like, no, don't need it. Work's been good. Back to Bronner's. We got 4 days happening, which is good.
Stripping, moonlighting.
Yeah, right. And I've been working on stuff for merchandise on Spreadshirt. So
Yeah.
to start out, it's just basically you get your designs out, and then you get kind of royalties for whatever you sell or whatever. So Survivor Girl is up. There are some shirts and whatnot, and I'm working on Don't Make This Weird. So we'll have some of that stuff, and we'll put the links up when they happen.
That's right, guys. We're doing merch. So go
We're
out.
doing merch.
Buy our shit.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah,
speaking of
buy it.
merch, we've got Mitch's show coming up.
Yes.
And I say merch because Highly Offensive Hoodies is going to be vending there.
Oh,
Roxanne and Cindy are going to be vending at Mitch's show, and they're also going to be in studio next
What
Thursday,
date is it, Mitch's show again?
Friday the 20th.
Yep. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Season
Oh.
5.
first one for season 5.
I think I gotta close that night. That's
I cannot wait. I've been waiting all summer to go back to
I know.
see the
I
comedy
miss it.
shows.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
it's been
Had a good
fun.
time with it.
So they're gonna set up, and they've got a whole new line of hoodies, and we posted today, so you can. There's a contest going on. You have to pick between the two designs. They're
It
pretty
was
funny.
so hard.
It's so funny.
I was like, "Fuck it, this map sucks."
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So if you guys look at the Don't Make This Weird page, you can see those two different designs and get in on the contest. You have a chance to win the hoodies, and they're really good quality hoodies.
Yeah.
I really like mine. It's still like perfect looking. Like it's not even worn it, but I have.
I need
What-
to have them customize me a zip up one.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
that's what I
go.
want.
Pullover ones choke me. I just
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they have different options now too. So before it was just pullovers, but they've got other stuff, and they're gonna have quite a few different designs. at
Need a zip up
Mitch's-
hoodie, Roxanne.
Yeah, there you
Zip
go.
up hoodies, Roxanne.
Yeah, she says thanks for sharing. Shameless plug, lol. Yay.
That's right.
And Becky says, "Oh, 6 degrees truth serum is up to 171 members."
What? Hell yeah.
And then my dad's joining in. He says, "Hello, everybody. Hey, Dad."
Hello.
Oh, hero.
I'm so thankful that he joins in and comes in. I don't know if it was at a bad point or if a good point at this
Yeah,
time,
nobody-
but you know,
nobody-
we
Whatever.
weren't paying
it is what
attention.
it is.
So awesome. But yeah, it's been a good week. Just doing the thing, doing the thing.
Getting back into that summer to school groove
Oh,
because it's
yeah.
September.
Yeah,
I've just been worn out.
it's been interesting, and with the weather too. Like we've been getting hit with the storms and different things happening, and I don't know about anybody else, but those just make me want to take a nap all day.
Oh yeah. They
I don't
kick my
know.
ass too.
Yeah.
Speaking of the storm, so my son Sean comes home with the hoodie that he confiscated from me. And he's completely drenched. And he's like, really glad I had this hoodie on, but my shoes squeak.
Was he wearing the highly offensive hoodie?
He wore it to
Yeah.
school. And I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
that's my boy.
Nice. We are not about or above shamelessly promoting those hoodies. We wore them out at Tuscaloosa.
Oh, yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
like, hey, look it.
We don't care. We do it.
Yeah, she says she's got you guys, by the way. And
Awesome.
Then, Becky says, I have been napping all day today. Yeah, it's been just one of those days.
Yeah. I took a
tired.
nap today.
Yeah.
I watched
so.
King of New York.
Yeah, what is that?
Christopher Walken.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
Well, I didn't really watch it. I watched 5 minutes of it, and I kind of just listened to it halfway in and out.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong.
Oh,
with
wow,
him.
wow.
What happened?
He's trying to fix the cameras here, trying to give you your own camera, and he is just going off about it. Woo.
Why can't I have it like everybody else? Like at the end of
I
the
don't know.
stick, or-
I
There you
mean,
go.
Why don't you just hold it right?
What are we paying you for, man?
There we go.
Beautiful. See, it works great.
near, far.
Give me some walleye vision.
Walleye vision. There you guys go. Nice. We also have the Swashbucklers Bash coming up too.
Yeah,
October 5th.
October
Gates
5th.
open, I believe, at 11. There's a lot of bands that are going to be there. We are going to be vending. There's other vendors that are going to be there.
I'm so
And
excited about
so many
that.
bands. There's
Yes.
going to be so many. I don't have the list pulled up because I can remember Hand Jobs for the Homeless. Or I think that's one of the bands. Yeah, I know that's one of the bands.
Now, is that a nonprofit or?
No, I don't think so. I don't think this one is that band. Yeah, gotcha.
Are you talking about the activity or the event?
Went right over my head.
How you'd write that off on your tags?
I went right over my head there.
Philanthropy?
Charging for it, or
I
Yeah.
mean, the philanthropy.
homeless need hand jobs.
That's right.
They're right.
So that's coming up. There's gonna be a food truck there.
Stops me in my tracks every time.
Right.
All the information and where you can get your tickets. Tickets are only $10 per person, $15 for a couple, so you're saving money there. You can just find that link on our Facebook page, on the Don't Make This Weird page, and also on the Strange Friends Media SFM page. There we go. Then you guys can go over, click that link, and get your tickets ahead of time.
Hashtag illegal cheese for life.
That too.
Yeah.
We got more of that.
We got to get them back on the show.
Yes, they're so
'Cause-
fun.
Oh my God, yeah.
Got some cheese the other day from them. I was just like, oh, thank you. Becky's like, what are you gonna do with
I
that?
have the coolest gift ever because it's like, right, where's it at? It's
Do
right-
epic shit.
Yeah, do epic
Oh,
shit.
wrong one.
See, right there.
There you
Right,
go.
right.
Yeah, she picked that up.
Right
That's
there.
really cool. She got me one that says it's
There we
like a
go.
little
Right
heart
there.
that says "Start Fresh" every day. I was like, oh, that's cool. I like it. We had her on the Survivor Girl podcast this past Sunday. And
That
she
was
brought
an
us gifts
incredible
of
show.
cheese. It was.
Oh my God.
It really was.
Just like much love to Farmer Chrissy because she's a badass.
Very much so. I was thankful that she was able to join us and tell her story. Speaking of that, got a little bit of hater mail last night.
Oh yeah.
Got a little bit of hater mail, and I'm not going to give this person credit, so I'm not going to say much about it. But we have people that are joining or sharing our pages because one of the hits was that we don't get enough listeners and people don't take us serious. And I was like, oh, really? Okay, keep dreaming. So anyway, we have people that are sharing our podcast, not just Survivor Girl, but Don't Make This Weird and everything to kind of boost us up there a little bit more, get us out there to people. Thursday nights are one of our favorite nights. We get to laugh and have conversation on purpose. Survivor Girl is a totally different thing where we get to share stories to help other people and inspire.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys sharing Strange Friends Media. Don't Make This Weird. Mitch's Fake Radio is another great show if you guys need a laugh. He's fun. He's a lot of fun.
Mitch is awesome.
Yeah. So, Survivor Girl and all that. Thank you guys for the support and putting it out there. Like I said, a little bit of hate, but also had a news reporter asking about getting us in the studio or doing an article on us too. So I was just like, oh, on the same day? Really?
Holy shit.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
Haters make us famous. I'm just going to say.
So we're going to go ahead and put a little bit more out there when I know a little bit more. I'm hoping that we'll be able to all have article, go in for Strange Friends Media and talk about all of the shows that we're producing here. So that would be really cool.
That's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do, guys.
That's what we do.
Yeah, so there's more plugs there.
Yep.
So, not to put you on the spot, Chris, but you got a Mr. O'Neill's neighborhood story?
Yes, you do. Because that was a fucking great story that you told me. You have to tell that one. Oh my God.
All right. So I was in elementary school, probably around 4th, 5th grade. And there was this rich little twat I went to school with. And I didn't like her. She didn't like me. And her name was Jenny. Well, something one time. I don't remember exactly how it went down. It was pretty young age, but she made some kind of mockery of me and was like, and like embarrassed me in front of a bunch of people and talked some shit about my short fucking pants or something.
Right.
Real twat. She was this little rich little bitch. So a couple years went by and we were in junior. I hated her the whole time. The whole 2 years, just so that's clear.
So you're saying she bullied you?
She did.
Okay.
She did bully me. She was a complete jerk. And
What a
wasn't
bitch.
It wasn't the only time. I always got shit about my clothes or fucking assholes. Hand-me-downs and shit. So, yeah, I heard a bunch of that shit.
Okay.
When
So
you
we
have
get-
that many kids in your family,
Well, yeah.
what are you
and
going to
they
do?
all went to fucking parochial schools. My dad wasn't a fucking schlub. He was a fucking chemical engineer.
Right.
12 kids. They had fucking hand-me-downs. Fuck off.
Right.
So 6th grade came along and she got a little pudgy and was still an asshole and all this, and I had her in a gym class and she always sucked terribly in gym, last to get picked, the whole fucking gig and all that. So her shine was starting to dim out.
Right. She hit her peak.
She hit her peak early. The pinnacle was about 10 years old. After that, some fucking pizza gland kicked in. And sorry. Well, it came to gym class, and we were swimming at the end of the semester. I
Right.
had to walk over to the YMCA because my school did not have a pool, and she would not participate. And after about 3 days of that horse shit, the teacher's like, Jenny, you're going to have to fucking participate. I'm going to flunk you. You're going to fail the section, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much embarrassed her in front of the whole class.
Right.
Next day, I'm sitting in school. Classroom doors open. Everybody's reading silent. I hear thump, thump. There's fucking noise. And I'm like, what the fuck? Look out through the door, and here comes Jenny, and she's got some little 6th grader holding her books, and she's on crutches, and she has this giant apparatus from like mid-foot to like hip. And it's got gears and shit, and it's like click, click.
Oh, gosh.
Click every time she fucking extended her leg. So I coined the name Jenny Thump Click. 'Cause that's what the fuck it was.
Poetic justice, man.
Poetic justice. So I got John and fucking a few other of the guys on fucking board with it, and lunchtime comes around and we're like, making names up. Jenny Thumb Click, doing names. And I came up with one little playground nursery rhyme. It was like, something fatty Jenny Thumb Click ain't never gonna get no dick. And the entire fucking junior high roasted her for weeks. And then all of a sudden there was an empty desk.
What?
Oh,
That
no.
was never filled. I've never seen her again. I don't know what happened to her. She's not on Facebook. Unless I'm fucking pre-blocked. If that was just like default upon making
Possibly.
the account.
Yeah.
So you bullied the bully.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great,
that
man.
was my whole fucking MO. All of the terrible things that I did in my life.
Yeah.
We're the fucking bullies. The
Right.
cocksuckers are treating me like shit in
Wow.
grade school and in early junior high. And then between 7th grade and 8th grade, I came back 25 pounds heavier, an extra beard, and an extra foot. And I'm looking at all these kids who still look like 12-year-olds, and I look like a fucking 18-year-old kid in 18.
Right.
eighth
Yeah.
grade.
The Asian.
The Asian. I was Nate.
All
I
the
did
way.
the same thing as Nate. I wasn't quite as thick. I was kind of thin, but I was fucking as big as the teachers. And I
Yeah.
started fucking all these bullies up. They'd see kids bullied. I'd fucking slam kids' heads into the locker. room.
Right.
I'd be like, don't be a fucking dick.
Right.
Nate is also waving.
Yeah,
He
I will
does-
fucking bully up.
Yeah.
I am all about bully justice. I'm
That's awesome,
Batman,
man.
that shit. I fucking hate
I'm
bullies.
Batman.
Don't like bullies.
Them. Gotta get the deep.
It's
yeah.
always it's always nice to see like that poetic justice for the school ground playground rules.
She
Yeah.
deserved it. She was a snotty little bitch.
Right.
You know,
Right.
she was an asshole. She teased other kids and always talked about kids being poor, dirty, or didn't have good hair. She was just a little
right.
fucking ignorant.
Wow.
So she paid dearly.
And it's gone
But
for it.
like they said, lessons not learned in blood are often soon forgotten.
Exactly.
There you go.
Right for the juggler.
Jenny Thumb Click.
Jeez.
Dude, that needs to be a t-shirt.
Jenny Thumpling. You see some hobbly looking bitch with a wonky leg and a fucking brace on it. Roxanne, are you
designing.
listening?
You're just-
I want it to look like the Lummix from Warner Brothers.
Oh.
If I had the Jenny, I'd thump her and click her and kick her to the curb. Yes, I would.
But not give her any dick. That's not funny.
Oh.
It's like a Shel Silverstein fucking nursery rhyme.
Kinda, yeah.
Where does the sidewalk end? Right at Jenny Thumbclick's giant fucking ass.
Oh, man.
She's still getting it 30 years later. 3 decades, bitch. That's resolve.
Right, right.
Got some stuff happening in chat. Surprise, surprise. So, Becky says she's still laughing at the hater mail. Sasha says, how is Denise doing, Chris?
She
And-
still likes me.
She's here, so she still likes him. And Roxanne said, send me an image, LOL. I think you did loud and clear there.
Loud and clear. That's a great one. If I could make a sweatshirt out of a girl that teased me like one time in 5th grade,
Oh, jeez.
it's like therapy.
Oh, she says she's dying over there.
I gotta find out. I'm gonna hire a PI and just give her a fucking box all wrapped up.
With her sweatshirt in it.
Definitely in the revenge.
So you got one sold already.
That's going in the
It's
revenge
in the
box.
revenge box. Absolutely.
Oh God.
You were right. It went over good.
I told you,
I
man.
wasn't gonna do it.
Well, see, here's the thing. We're at his place, and he's like, so here's the story. And as he's telling me this shit, I am pissing myself laughing. I'm like, but wait a minute. She bullied you, and then you bullied the bully. Dude, that's poetic justice. You got to share that story. And he's like, I don't want to piss anybody off. And I'm like, dude, it's Mr. O'Neill's neighborhood. Make that shit happen.
He's got a point there. It is. It
Yeah.
is. And we're still working on the intro music for you, too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
yeah.
the Snowflake Meltdown list that we have got to do.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
25% start. All right.
But
All
yes,
right.
that was my playground justice story.
Nice. I like that.
See, man, I needed you when I was in school, dude. I got
Me too.
constantly fucking bullied.
Man, I was in like 7th grade. I got booted. It was right after I knocked that nun down the stairs. I got fucking booted out of there.
Right.
I had to go to Washington Elementary. And I went from 86 kids.
Yeah.
Or it was a junior high, Washington Junior High.
Yeah.
I went from like 112 kids to like 894. So,
Holy
Oh.
shit.
it was a monster of a school, and it was inner city.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went in, and there was this dude in there, and he was curled up in a ball covered in welts, fucking just getting snapped with towels. Like,
Yeah, that was me.
over and over.
Oh my
Like, I mean,
gosh.
there was like 3-4 guys fucking snapping him in the face, and I walked in there, and I looked, and I'm like, hey, man, get the fuck off him. And they looked at me like, fuck you, man. I pulled my towel out and snapped the one dude right in the fucking eye socket. Tackled the other one into a trash can. And
Yeah.
I made a whole bunch of fucking enemies.
Oh, of course.
There's the local Latino crowd. They beat the shit out of me for about 5 years
Oh,
after that.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
But
I bet
made
you
a
that
friend
kid.
for life.
I was gonna say, I bet you
Right?
he never forgot that you standing up
No,
for him like
no,
that.
I'm still friends with him. I see him on Facebook. He shouts out and stuff like that.
Wow.
I mean, it's
See,
pretty
that
good
was me,
guy.
man. I tried to defend the kids that were getting bullied, and instead of them getting beat up, I'm the one that was the whipping post.
Yeah, you always did that.
And I'm like, all right, cool. At least they're not getting beat up.
But I was a bad kid in a sense, because by the time I got into like the early high school age, I kind of had like this little network of people. 'Cause
Yeah.
I did different things that attracted different kinds of people.
What? No.
And there was a whole bunch of little favors
Of
that
course.
me and all these different groups of kids would have, and it was really set up. It was almost like organized crime.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was.
Wow. That's crazy though to go from that little of students to
Oh yeah, it was
that
a
many.
huge culture shock.
That's crazy.
I mean, I never went to school with. Well, I mean, dude, we had fucking khakis and blue pants and little shoes. You know,
Yeah,
and
the
there was
uniform.
fucking dress shoes and
Yeah.
shit. You know, and public school was different. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got a variety of kids that I never had any experience with. You know,
Yeah.
definitely a different change of pace. Even the teachers and everything was different. There was no fucking nuns. There was no religious
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
a lot different for
It was
you.
culture shock.
Yeah, for sure.
you
I
know?
used to, have you guys had or experienced now being older, getting messages from or getting like friend requests from some of the people that bullied you in school?
Oh, yeah.
I've had that too, and I've actually had a couple write me and tell me that they were sorry for picking on me in school.
I
Yeah.
got some of the best apology letters from some of the bullies that bullied me, and I'm like, all right, cool. And they're
They're
like,
all horribly afraid of me.
well, see, and that's what
Yeah.
that's what's funny about it is I actually ran into one of them at Walmart of all places, and I'm like, come check it out, what we're doing. It's like, oh, dude, that's fucking awesome. You do this and you do this and you do this. Yeah, well, fucking come hang out, man. Because I mean, I'm surrounded by my tribe because we run real thick and real deep. So
Yeah, I had kind of like a Steve Buscemi list.
right, dude, same.
Mine's all crossed off. I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't never have. I've never like been to that point. I guess I know. I went through it in school, and then after that, it was just like me.
I
am,
got
you know-
fucking tortured.
Oh yeah.
Which
Well,
was-
I didn't get beat up or anything like that, but I did get like mentally beat down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I got
'Cause
hung
I've
on a
always been
fence
the-
by my
I've always been
underwear
the big-
spit on and shit like that. It
Yeah.
was pretty fucking
Yeah, I didn't have to
terrible.
deal with that, but I always got picked on about being the big girl and everything in school. And
I can't
Sure.
tell you
Yeah.
how many pairs of underwear I went through from getting
Wedgies.
wedgies in the locker
Yeah, I got
room.
a lot of that shit.
See, what was my poetic justice, which was great because I was in a rock band.
Mhm.
So by the time I got into college, like all the popular guys' girlfriends were going to either SVSU or Delta. So we would throw parties either at SVSU or there'd be a house or something just down the street from Delta. So my band would be playing there, and I fucked every single one of those gals.
There you go.
I was like, oh, not the popular guy anymore, huh?
Yeah, I just went off like sniper style.
Yeah.
Collecting my revenge.
Becky said that you broke her. That story. It's good. She needed a good laugh. I think we
yeah.
all did.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think you should not hold back on the Mr. O'Neill's neighborhood.
I'm
just
telling
bring
you,
'em.
dude.
Just bring 'em.
Bring that ruthless shit straight to the mic.
Gotta have a shirt made up for that too, Mr. O'Neill's neighborhood.
And and then
Great
we can
stuff.
put thumb click right on the front of it. I'm telling you.
Oh man.
Do like some weird incarnation of the Addams Family. Only started off with thumb click.
I am not giving her the celebrity status.
Nope, let's take that back.
But I
now.
will stick her ugly ass on my shirt with a little, like the little wavy line hobble. Looks like she's paying to walk.
Oh, jeez.
I guess I will.
Oh, that's great. The Asian's trying to get candy on the mic, and she's like, "Get that fucking thing away
Get that
from
thing
me!"
out of there. We should have put her. We should have put her on tonight. Put her on the spot.
I'm pretty sure she'd be all right with
Yeah.
it.
We're gonna have her on Sunday on our show for Survivor Girl, so hopefully people will tune into that too.
Yeah, but see, she was on the Don't Make This Weird podcast first, so suck it.
I'm part of both, so I'm okay with it.
Well,
I'm cool.
Becky always says she don't like us guys.
Yeah, she's like, I don't like those guys. And I'm like, I'm part of those guys.
I don't like them guys.
I know,
but she
right?
also just said that you're comedy gold, Chris. So
Okay.
so she does like you.
She's brown nosing now. You know that.
Comedy gold. Shit. That might be comedy gravel. Or like wood status.
It's the kind you peel out of your side when you wipe out on your motorcycle.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like
Oh, that's not fun. That's not good. Road rash.
hip gravel.
You're right.
Don't want it, man.
She said she doesn't like those guys. She loves those guys.
Ah.
And she said that we would have thrown her under the bus to put on Mike.
Almost
She's not
ended up a
wrong.
Mr. O'Neill's neighborhood story.
Right.
Well, guys, I got an early morning.
Is that time
It's
already?
that time already.
Holy
Isn't that crazy?
cow, where did the time go?
It was
It
fun.
was a fun show. It
was a
good
really
show. I
fun
wasn't sure
show.
what we sent me the picture of our guest. I'm
Yeah.
like, they're little kids. I thought they were like 8 and 10.
They look
though.
very little. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
look
look
very little
young,
in the
so they're
in
at
there.
They're like stupid tall. Like they pull up in the driveway, and I'm like, "Hi."
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought they were super young though. So that was
it was
wasn't
fun.
surprised.
It
It
was
was a
cool.
Yeah, it was
a good
pretty
change up.
It was for sure. And I've been thinking too about switching up the guests here and there, and then having like Becky and I do, where we have just one show with us hanging out and kind of catch up on
Should
everything
totally
we're
do that.
doing.
Yeah, we can do that.
You know, and then go back to doing guests and alternate, music and different guests.
Did you guys get Greta Van Fleet yet?
That was Nate's.
Dang it.
He's
Yeah.
over there trying to deep throat the microphone. He's trying to get us fucking Greta Van Fleet.
Oh, also, Sasha just said that maybe Chris should start doing stand-up comedy during Mitch's monthly shows.
Yeah, I thought about it.
We know a guy. We can probably make that happen.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking about that. I got kind of a skit kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I
what I'm
do.
saying.
Needs work.
I think. Well, we could start doing the, going to the open mic nights and practicing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
go
got
hang out
one.
with Mike Ball there, man.
Yeah, he's around town.
He's a
a
fun
lot.
guy.
Yeah.
He's funny. So, but unfortunately, though, it is that time, and I know this is the hard part. Like, we switched over to getting up, and I have to be there at like 8 o'clock now. I know.
Gross.
Cry you River, because you get up way earlier
gotta
than
get
I
up
do, Chris.
tomorrow.
But to switch over from that, like, I've realized that I definitely need 7 hours of sleep, and I never used to. I could go function on less, but not anymore. So yeah,
I could do 4 to 6.
I used to. I just
think
can't
I'd-
do it anymore.
Maybe get like 2-3 hours of sleep a night.
Unless I eat Benadryl.
You roofie
Yeah.
yourself.
I do. I did the other day. It was like 8 o'clock at night the next day. I'm like, Benadryl.
I had
Just
to do-
glassy eyed and shit, man. It was like, wow.
Do you take 2?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I
Like-
take 2, and they do the same thing. I'm
If I
like,
cl-
I am done.
When the fuckers make me close and then open,
Yeah,
like I
Hard to
can't sleep
sleep.
right away,
Yeah.
man. It's like, well, shit, I got 6 hours before I got to get up. I'm wide awake when
Yeah.
I get out of work.
Oh, yeah.
Bright lights and dancing and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
Right.
busy. Run
Yeah.
around that place. But anyway, goodbye, everybody. I'm holding up. I'm being way lazy.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. It's been a great show, and we look forward to seeing you guys again next Thursday at 8 p.m.